Okay, so for my project, I wanted to focus on bullying, especially in elementary schools. And I decided to kind of focus more on fixing people's hurt hearts when they're bullying and teach my first graders that they need to be kinder. So for the last 9 months, I've worked in a first grade classroom for a 4th and 5th hour through a tech center class called Educational Careers. And I've really gotten to bond with these students and form really great relationships with them. And I started back in October, kind of around Halloween time, so that's kind of our first picture together. And then this is just me doing different things with them, reading to them for reading month and stuff. And they've really had a lot of fun. And today I'm going on a field trip with them to the Discovery Museum, so it's a lot of fun to have time spent with them before I go into college and start pursuing this job. And my big question when I started this project was, how can I create the world I want to live in? I constantly see kids being mean to each other at school, and they love to tattle and tell people that, oh, this person did this to me. So I kind of wanted to change that, and I wanted to start at the elementary age rather than before it gets worse and worse in middle school. Really focus at the young age with the kids and teach them better things, just kind of to start off with, and have a better chance of changing things in the world. So like I said, I noticed bullying a lot. Most of the time they weren't very physical, they just say mean things to each other with their words and stuff, and I don't think they understand the effect that their words have on them. So I wanted to show them that and kind of show them that they need to say nice words rather than mean words, and just really ingrain this in their mind and stop the teasing and name calling that happens. And this is some statistics that I found. An average of 15% of elementary students are involved in bullying, whether the bully or the victim. This happens a lot in schools, and then over 56% of students have witnessed bullying sometime throughout their education, which is a big number. So I think we need to decrease that more and more as it kind of goes on. So if we start young enough and teach kids that they don't need to be doing this, maybe it'll slow it down. Name calling is the most prevalent, which I obviously see a lot of, and I can definitely tell that one's very true. And then every 7 minutes another student is bullied. So it happens a lot every day, all the time, and it's a very big issue. How can we change things? I wanted to address the issue at a young age, like I said, rather than it get worse in middle school, because middle school is shown to be the worst, not high school, not elementary. But so before they got to that point, I wanted to focus my lesson on doing positive things and making them do better things in class rather than being so mean. So I started by planning my lesson. For my 4th and 5th hour class, I had to do a lesson anyways for my final exam. So they gave us basically a lesson plan breakdown, and I kind of followed that. It basically just breaks everything down step by step, what I wanted to say, what I wanted to do, what I wanted to read to them. And then I turned to Pinterest to help me find an idea of what to do for them. And I found this craft that a class in New Jersey made that was on a teacher's blog post. And I didn't follow it exactly. This one they did it, they took a big heart and together they crumpled it up like they were bullying somebody, and then they took Band-Aids and wrote their names on it and kind of made a promise to not do it. So then I took that and kind of molded it to my own. I wanted each kid to make their own heart, so that's what we did. So I read them the book Chrysanthemum, which was one of my favorite as a young kid. And this basically talks about a young mouse who is it's her first day of school, and she's super excited and happy to go until she gets there and the students start making fun of her for her name. And they basically just name call and tease her, and her name's so long and weird that they don't understand it. So she goes home and she's all sad and depressed, and she tells her family that her school is not the place for her and she doesn't like it anymore. And her parents are there to encourage her, and they say all these nice things like, you're beautiful, you're perfect, and they try to bring her up and make her feel better, which is what I wanted to focus my lesson on, so it really fit really well. And then I taught them about making the bullet heart, so I showed them my example. And at first I showed them on this side, I showed them how they had to crumble it up and kind of just be very gentle, but squeeze it a little bit. I didn't want them to rip it and be really mean like bullies and make the heart really hurt. I just wanted them to do it gently so it was kind of disheveled looking. And then they were going to smooth it out, and then I flipped it over and showed them all the words I put on it. So I had smile, you're special, just things to tell people to make them feel better, or things to do, like tell somebody, or nice things to have people do, like play together, just different ideas, whatever they had. So these are some pictures of them making the hearts. This little boy over here on the right really wanted me to take his picture with the heart. He was super excited about it, so I did that for him. I'm going to pass some of these hearts around. They have some really great ideas on them. Some of them are really hard to read because their handwriting's not the best, but they do have some really fun ideas and pictures they drew and just some different things. Some of them are I like your shirt, I like you, you're super cool, you're special. There's bunch of different slides, Katie, you just
Oh, okay.
You're great, pretty, you're special again. This one, the kid wanted to divide it in half, and he wanted to do like mean words on one side and nice words on the other, but I told him he had to focus on the nice words, because that's what we were doing. We weren't doing mean words to get the people to feel bad. Then there's like, I like your hair, you're pretty. This one's supposed to say you're funny, if anybody has that one, but it looks like it's far or fan, but it's supposed to be funny, she told me. This one says, I will do the laundry. She was writing that one to her mom, she said, to do something nice to her mom. I like you, I like your face.
Ice cream.
Ice cream, you're nice. I'm sorry, which is a good one, because then they're apologizing for if they did hurt somebody. And then I just kind of hope that after doing this, the kids can take away from the lesson that they should be nicer to people. I gave them the option of giving me the heart or taking it home, and so I only got about half the kids to give me the heart to bring here to show you guys, because they were kind of shy. They didn't really want to share too much with the high schoolers, like they said. So I'm going to take the rest of these hearts back to them and kind of just give them back so they can keep them. So they have the ideas with them all the time of things to say nicely to people. And I just hope that this changes their ideas of like being on the playground and rather not say mean things, say nice things, and help people that they see are hurt from bullying. And I think that bullying is only going to get worse and worse if we don't tackle it now. So I think by teaching this lesson to my young first graders that maybe they'll be able to change things in the future.